Well, I'm just glad you've clicked on this video. No, I'm not. I don't want to be perceived, but here we are. Today, what I've got is actually not sandwich bags. Well, there is sandwich bags in here, but f*** you, that's not what we're looking at. Just kidding, it's a sandwich bag, but there's something cool inside. What I've got here is actually a Nintendo DSi, which I recently purchased, and by recently I mean 3 months ago, but I put this off repeatedly and then never made the video, and then procrastinated everything else in the meantime, including my own personal work, family. I haven't been outside in 2 weeks. I forgot what, like, the sun looks like. I think it's similar to these two lights on my left and right, but I can't be too sure. These aren't the right color anyway. But hey, let's just tear into this thing and maybe we'll be fine. Maybe it'll all be okay, and maybe we'll live to see another day. Here it is. Here's the $20 console, and basically the last time I touched it, I opened it, it didn't turn on, I plugged it in, it still didn't turn on. So hey, we're in for a treat. I did buy some stuff off of Amazon, and I didn't bring it to my desk. Just kidding, it was here the whole time, and I did not have to walk away from my desk, get the items, and come back. Here, we have what might be an explosive, because I bought an 840 mAh battery and they sent 2,000. It's probably not a bomb, but hey! Miracles happen. And right under it is actually just a clear case, because, I mean, if we get this working, this console is in actually excellent condition, and I'd like to keep it that way. But first, before I get over-optimistic and make myself cry because it doesn't end up working, let's just see what it does right now, because changes in storage. Thank you. So it works! Console fixed, yippee. I just cut 15 minutes out of this video, you are welcome. Okay, in reality, I actually had no clue that this was working. I had tried this a couple of months ago, hence why I'd planned this, because otherwise this would have just been a personal console. But now that it works, definitely taken a lot of the timeline away here, but I'm assuming we can just go ahead and start with our upgrades, I guess? So one of the first things I wanted to do is fix the 3-second battery life, or whatever it actually ended up being, and that is actually really simple on these consoles because Nintendo didn't want to be a greedy corporation yet, and we can actually start by retrieving our battery. Or bomb, same thing. These are very easily found online, and I literally bought this off of Amazon 2 days ago, and it was thrown at my house by an Amazon employee, so thanks, Bezos. So the first thing we kind of want to do with the battery replacement is, well, open our new battery, and this is really simple by just taking our knife here and going along the side, opening it up, and sliding out our brand new battery. This is actually compatible with the NDS RO. It says I, but I legitimately thought that was an O. Okay, that was a bit explosive. And now we have our replacement battery. Now, our second step to replacing the battery is actually just going to be getting the old one out, which can be done by taking a whatever this is driver and screwing it into, or unscrewing these, that's wrong. That's the wrong screw. What the we're screwing now! As I said, the first thing we want to do is just undo these 2 Phillips screws on the bottom of the console. There should be no stickers or rubber feet or anything that we have to breach. And this I actually hate doing sometimes, and if you have a particularly dirty console, this is disgusting to get out. Good luck. I've seen, and especially on one of my friends' consoles, they had spilled like a cool drink or something on this that had sugar in it. So this was physically glued shut by probably like 4 years of time and sugar granulation, I guess. You can see here our original battery is actually 3.6 volts at 840 mAh. Our new one is 3.7 at 2000 mAh, so we're getting a slight voltage boost, I guess. That's within margin of error, in my opinion. And if that's not your opinion, kick rocks. Slotting our new battery is actually really simple, because we just have to put plus to plus, minus to minus. I think it's also keyed, so you can't, like, commit an explosion. And then putting the cover back on is as simple as sliding into the slot and screwing in our 2 screws. And if everything has been done correctly, any luck... I got scared. Our console turns on. And we are called 1. I'm gonna turn that down so I don't get a DMCA from nobody. And the first thing we're actually gonna do is just look around on this console, I guess, see if there's any... Oh, there is... Sweet... nothing left. That's so cool. Now that we actually have our console functioning, I kind of want to put on the clear case, because I know we're not going to really have to mess with anything more. It seems to work pretty okay. We're just going to start by giving a quick wipe down, just so we don't have any secret little germs that'll come and eat my 3 brain cells which are left. We'll do this first by just turning off the console, giving it a good scrub with some isopropyl alcohol. I don't know if this is what you're meant to use on plastics like this, but it's what I'm using, so... yeah, cool. This is also not going to be the most thorough job. I think I did give this a wipe down just quickly when I got it, because... touching anything that's not mine. Now that we've cleaned the DS and apparently a little bit of my repair mat here, some lovely splashback from this quality spray container, we can get going on to the next part, which is actually going to be exploring the DSi, I guess, and what you can actually do with it now. Now that we've done our quick little wipe down, we're actually now going to put this clear case on, so obviously, same as before, cut it open with your knife of choice. Ooh, this is gonna get fingerprinty so quickly. This feels like I'm being tested. Ooh. Where does this connect, and where does it not? It's one piece. Ew, yuck. Why did I say ew? I'm gonna try and get a clean application, aka no skin cells. No skin cells under here. Just chuck that right on. And on the other side, this is not gonna apply correctly. I can just... Oh. I went the wrong way first. It was meant to be the... everything up. Oh, it's all bad. Oh, it's all bad. This is... it's Jova. I've ruined it. Well, it looks like we're meant to go to the bottom first, because these tabs actually mean something more than just a little funny thing for me to look at. We will slot... Oh, not that way. We'll slot our bottom case on just like that. That seems to be sitting... okay. And then we'll move to our top case here, which I'm assuming is what these little pegs are for. So we can just slip that in over top. Hope and pray to whatever leader you follow that we got no dust. And it looks like I did good. Wow, that's more impressive than my performance in school. Now that our DSi is sufficiently shiny, we can now get on to some of the more interesting things, like modding. Now, this isn't what it used to be. DS modding used to be kind of just put in a flashcard, deal with it, but I've had a couple of flashcards over the years, the Cyclo DS, the R4, and like 10,000 different clones of it. But I would prefer to probably soft mod this console directly, So I'm going to find out how to do that, because I did it on my DSi like 2 years ago, and I forgot. Alright, so after having a quick look and looking at the DSi custom firmware guide, basically I have a simple understanding of what we'll need, which is a DS, a micro SD card, which is high endurance for some reason, so I can game for years, I guess. And a laptop or other computer that we can use to, you guessed it, check out today's sponsor. I'm only kidding. No one's sponsoring this shit. This isn't even a phone. What the f***, Microsoft? A computer. I found a computer that does things and has maybe a micro SD slot. Or it has an SD slot. Yeah, that's good enough, right? Right, guys? The first thing we want to do is go to dsi.cfw.guide, and we have the DSi modding guide. So from here, I'm assuming we go to get started, do the prep work. Alright, looks like we need the SD card. Now I've already apparently tried to breach this, so I'm gonna go like this, and open it up. And open it up. Oh, I might have manked the f out of that micro SD card. Oh, that's actually like rough. That's very unfortunate. Be just like this. Alright, so we are going to prepare. Begin and dump. Whoa, yeah. Next step. And as far as I know, this is it. We can do some final cleanup, which I can do afterwards, because I can't super duper be bothered. But now I'm going to go to this step of putting a couple of games in which I've played onto the DS, which I've dumped on my XL console. And now, with no lights at all, we can now launch our console back up, or boot it back up. And we see touch the screen to continue. And we're now booting directly into Twilight menu off of our SD card. There is obviously other ways that we can do this, but they take longer to boot and whatnot. I put a couple of the DS download station files on here. I should probably put them somehow, list which version it is, because there's like 10 versions on there. We've got DSi, we've got some, I think this is the game that I used to play. Creating pagefile.sys. It might have crashed, and it's creating, oh wait, no. I don't know what it's doing. Nope, this isn't a crash, but this is not what I wanted. And here we are, with a console now fully modded, fully done, and we can now play all of our dumped games off of our SD card here. Some of my favorites is actually mainly just Cooking Mama, because that's all I played in the car as a kid. And this is it. I really hope it doesn't do this on every launch, but I think it only does it on the first launch. And here we are in the game. We are playing Cooking Mama. Let's grab our stylus out here. Let's cook. We can't f up miso soup. Oh, it's all over. I'm basically a professional chef. We're not gonna get gold. Unlucky, unlucky. Maybe my Cooking Mama professional days are behind me. Maybe I'll return to the throne one day. Maybe we'll complete the entire game on gold. No, I won't. But that is basically it. I don't know how this will edit down, honestly. I just wanted to take a look at a DSi, have an excuse to point a camera at it. It probably turned a 20-minute task into a 1 hour and 35-minute task. But I guess that's how it goes. I'm gonna actually enjoy this DSi now. I actually kind of like the size of this one. It's much more pocketable than my DSi XL, and it's in so much better condition. But yeah, if you actually did somehow enjoy whatever I just made, I guess stick around for more. I've got a whole notes app of weird ideas on what I could possibly do. Some of it a lot worse than others. Obviously, I'll probably choose to go for more of a scripted approach in the future, because, yeah, that's kind of what I'm used to. Kind of going as I go didn't go too well. But if you somehow stuck through this, thank you.